Hello there, welcome back to Nagaur. Last time we annexed Meva, for instance, and, we have been watching as Persia's been getting a couple of promises for free here from the Timurids. That's actually fairly wonderful, although they did give them military access. I decided that even though I wanted to fight Malva to vassalize Jampur, we are instead going to fight the Timurids. Because I think it's a very good way to, well, allow the rebels to run wild. And of course, if Persia is, well, smart for once, they won't mess this up for us, more or less. I guess we'll go for take core Saranj if it is a core. We could of course go for Sapsavar, because I'm pretty sure there won't be any rebels there. Ottomans will actually join into this war. Don't want them to join in though. Again, the Ottomans would most likely just wreck the rebels, so I think we're just going to leave the Ottomans out of it in the beginning, and then we can call the Ottomans in once the rebels have actually started doing their job. That could work. So let me see here how this battle against Timurids go. We'll probably end up in a horrible backlash, if you will. But if I'm lucky and can just get rid of the Timurid army, or rather send it away, then I'm pretty sure I can just leave most of the job here up to my buddies in the rebel department, if you will. And I'll go ahead and hire some mercs to do the sieging. We'll just sit by here and protect the mercs. Persia, do me a job and do go up there rather than be in rebel land, although I'm pretty sure they won't attack each other. And again, Quara is really losing ground to some rebels, so potentially we could get the Persians getting the Kara provinces as well, which would be wonderful. We're going to decline all of those because I want to screw over my my enemies here. And of course, as soon as we declare war, or is it Madurai, Gajat, and Nepal? Do I want to mess with this? Probably once I'm done with the Timurids. But again, here it's not looking too good in terms of Timurids. And of course, I'll probably have to march home and kill the rebels here because Bamanis is again incapable of dealing with their own issues. They get lost dealing with their own shit. But again, here, I'm relying on more or less the mercenaries to do most of the job for me here. Again, Timurids being... Do you know what? We're going to just do this. Bamanis, go home. Please. Just go home. Will you? Will you get beaten by a Timurid army again? It's probably going to be beaten by a Timurid army again. That's kind of what they do. Claim Hormuz, we can do that. Provided, of course, that we don't, or that the Persians don't get it randomly now. But again, I'll just sit by. We'll focus on taking the war target, and Patiala is probably going to end up with war exhaustion up through the roof. So I might consider going back home just to well sort that out. There's also a enemy army here, a Kazakh and Timurid army. Kazakh is military attack 10. They're actually 2 attacks above the Timurids, so they're actually a potential threat here. We also have, well, Kara is falling apart, everyone is falling apart, and I'm just sitting here laughing like a crazy man. But, yeah, basically the goal here is just to keep the rebels, if you will, away from, the troops away from the rebels. That was what I was getting at here. But it seems like Bamanis has actually done, again, a very stupid thing. They are messing around now in a territory they should not be. Basically, they're going to get killed because all the armies are going to them. But what else can you expect? We'll do an upgrade here in admin tech though to level 8, courthouse and workshop, both well, useful buildings if you build them. And for the time being, we'll just keep on doing what we have been doing. I'll save my diplo points to well, hand over provinces more or less. And with that said, I'll just sit back here. We'll probably have to go back to Patiala and deal with some of the issues, because again, Bamanis and everyone is getting their ass handed to them, which is not too surprising. And they're actually the reason why we're losing this war, because they're fighting battles that we are losing. And for some reason there's a severe army in Bamanis. So again, AI do not really have a brain. That's what I'm getting out of this. So I'll march these two guys, I think we'll just march them back home, more or less, and we'll challenge the Kazakh Timurid army to duel, and then we'll march down and try and get rid of those rebels before Bamanis gets, well, chopped up into tiny little pieces, if you will. And it also seems like my mission here has gone to a... yeah, it's gone to a complete halt. So, unrest-wise, we should be perfectly fine, 7.5 years, but it's not the best thing ever, let's just say that. But it'll be interesting now. I'll probably get some negative modifiers due to the mountains, I would presume at least. And that's it. Action. Let's see how this goes. But hopefully I can actually, well, turn this a little bit around. But yeah, for now we'll just try and siege the Timurid provinces, and I should drop the mercenary regiment in Samarkand because it's their capital, and it could be fun just to mess them up that way. I don't want to challenge this Timurid army. Let's face it, we're 4 techs ahead. If we can't beat this Timurid army with the same numbers, then we might as well just go to bed. But it seems like with their help here, we will have a harder time. But still, we are pretty powerful in terms of our troops here. Timurids, we actually got more war exhaustion than Timurids did. But I'll go down here, kill off the nationalist, and re-siege the land. Again, kind of annoying, but not much I can do to avoid that. Dali gets some internal conflicts as well, but again, not really much we can do about that. As long as Patiala... Could I... please, Paradox, if any of you ever watches this, do me a favor, add an option for take care of your own goddamn mess for vassals. Basically, make sure that your own country are running. I really need a terrain counter in this game. How many times I've gotten it and how many times I have not gotten it, because it seems to be just... yeah, I'm a beaten man right now. Let's take one more and then we're going to fight. Popular Noble. Diplomatic reputation will help with the annexation. And of the internal conflicts, again, that is something that don't make sense, but it is what it is. Terrain! It has to be because it's jungle. That always get -1 in jungle. I can't really see any other option, and I'm probably just unlucky if I ever find any other terrain. But again, it's just pain in the arse to deal with. Other than that, it's perfectly alright. Again, we're actually sieging the capital here, and they don't care, so that's good. But I think we've actually done our duty here, and basically just keeping the Timurid troops away, so I can potentially grow Persia through rebels. That would be hilarious if it actually works. The royal marriage with the Ottomans need to be reinstated. Will be done ASAP. Again, Ottomans are an important meal of the day, if you will. Karakonian noble ascends to the throne. I don't have enough prestige, apparently. Well, I should have enough prestige, so... can't I just claim the throne, then? What? The Sunni faith does not allow the forming of personal unions. The Shia faith does not allow the forming of personal unions. That's new. That's new from my, well, Golden Horde game. That's definitely new. And it's a pain in the ass to deal with. Because that means that my dreams with the Ottomans are doomed to fail. But at least now I know that I can use the Ottomans for Serbia, for instance. But the core is going to be a pain in the ass to get, because it basically either go through Kara, get a core up here, or go through Mamluks and get a core here if you want to do anything in Europe. So, yeah, pain in the ass. But again, for now, we'll just keep an eye on the Khorassani Patriots. Game, why are you doing this to me? Do you enjoy watching me cry? It seems like it. Anyways, I'm just going to sit back and allow things to unfold, and we'll see how this pans out. So, I was actually allowed to siege the Timurid capital without anyone paying attention to me whatsoever. So I think what we'll actually do in terms of making a peace is try and make sure that none of these two get sieged, or re-sieged in this matter, and basically just wait a little bit to get a little bit of war score up, or down, in depending on how you want to look at it. As you can see, I can actually get them to give me these two provinces, and I think I'll just go for that. It's a fairly alright deal, and with the weakened Timurids taking some money too, just to weaken them a little bit more, it should be more than enough to allow the rebels now to take total control to some degree. Commonwealth gets internal conflicts as well. Interesting. It seems like basically the since you now know when when hell comes, if you will, that it's not as harsh, if you will. It's easier to predict, it's easier to counter, and right now we're definitely going to declare war on Malva, because as you can see, no one will protect them. So we can go for a straight out war here. There's still going to be a war raging with Orissa, and I can then just go after Delhi whenever I feel like it. So we'll go for take Chandari. The goal, of course, will be to take Bagel Kand, so that I can actually vassalize Jampur and then reclaim Kors. It's not a lot of cores per se, but 5 cores will be more than enough, and I can just give them the rest of Delhi too, for good measure. And of course then we'll split Malva between Bamanis and Jampur, provided of course that Jampur actually does something positive. But for now, wow. Wow, wow, wow. How did you manage to get 90% autonomy? Bamanis, I should annex you just because of the fact that you're an idiot. And I should probably take religion just to support myself in this, well, problematic time, if you will. So I'll allow my guys to reclaim this. I will not care about the peasants if they rip the country apart. I could not care less, because they are just that useless. The only thing I want them to do is hold land. That will be their duty. That will be their duty. But again, for now, we'll just sit back here and see what happens, and hopefully I will not have any rebel issues. Why I still have the Khorassani guys does not make any sense to me at all, but I have them, can't do anything about that. Got a new province for Persia too, so we're definitely again making a lot of progress in that arena. But I'm not even sure how I want to do it in terms of getting westernized. But we're building a fairly alright empire here, I dare say. So there'll probably be some truce breaking later on, and boom, there you actually got the negative modifiers. Well deserved. But yeah, we'll just continue the sieges here. And I'll get the promise that I'm after. That's basically the only thing I am after. And then I think we're probably going to just go for a straight up war against Delhi here. After we of course take Jampur. It will probably be the best option, all things considered. Don't want to make a general of my old man. Probably not. He's old, he's fragile, and I got a crappy general either way. But I kind of just want to destroy the Malva army, because it will give me a little bit of war score. And it'll make it easier to control this war. I'm going to get a terrain and crossing modifier here. Are you joking? There's a double river here, but it's grassland, so I guess it makes sense. But anyways, let's just split up the sieging squads, because now I can. And again, it's just Baghal Khan that I'm after. If Malva won't give it to me, that's fine. Jampur is currently allied with still just Koch, or Kuch, so it should be very easy to take them out. Military tech 8, so that's unfortunate. I'll probably just straight out vassalize rather than annex and release to, for instance, get or make them Sunni, because they do actually have 2 cores that are my provinces, although it's just 4 base tax. So I might just do annex and release for the sole purpose of creating a Sunni vassal more so than anything else. But I can't sell them provinces then, so I think I'll wait. But we're going to end it here. Persia is doing well, they are getting promises, the Timurids are getting crushed, and basically it seems like this entire area will be given to Persia through more or less peace. Karakonya has recovered, so I'll probably have to break the alliance sooner rather than later and get that going. We'll probably also conquer the area to get closer to... We'll probably end up with a border with the Ottomans, which is not good at all. So I might have to try and create myself a vassal or something, or give the Ottomans a vassal just to create a buffer. But we'll deal with that next time, I think, and we'll see for new ways to get into Europe, potentially, yeah. As I said, I might have to fight to the Hungarian province right here. Moldavia could work, I think. What are they, tech level? No, they're Eastern, so I actually have to fight... Yeah, Hungary is also Eastern. I have to actually fight through to Austria, or Bohemia, or Naples, so it is possible, but we'll have to see. Sicily. I thought if they would have been free, I would actually be tempted to just declare war, send a fleet, park it in the Ottomans, go back, crush. That could be actually possible, but seems like it's not going to happen. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we'll continue next time. Bye.